If you want to get started with reselling but only have $500 to your name, I'm going to show you exactly how to use that money to get the best possible ROI with it. I know how it feels to second guess every dollar you spend and being scared that it'll probably be wasted on something that's never going to flip, which is exactly why I'm making this video. I'm here to lift the weight off your chest and tell you that's not true, because I literally burned through all my savings, was down to my last $100, and even asked my mom for a $5,000 loan just so I could pay rent and buy products. And then I just went on to hit consistent 20K months. But you're not nearly as broke as I was. And I know for a fact that you can easily flip $500 into $5,000 if you just simply listen closely. So with that being said, we're about to cover the first 2 products that you should flip immediately so you can make a profit guaranteed by next week. My zip code visibility hack that triples your reach, allowing you to make more sales, and my scriptless framework for handling the meetups effortlessly. So if you're ready to actually lock in, then stop doom scrolling, put your phone away, watch till the end, because this could be the video that changes everything for you. Because at the end of the day, you're most likely gonna spend that $500 anyway on going out with friends, food, or random stuff like that. If you could just be a little disciplined and delay your gratification, and instead of wasting those $500 on dumb stuff that does not give you a return on investment, and instead use that money to reinvest into products in your reselling business, you can easily turn that $500 into $1,000, $2,000 within just a week. There's a huge misconception that a lot of people think you have to start with like a lot of capital to start reselling, but it's not about how much capital you start with. It's about having the right information and investing in the right winning products. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and tell you that having more capital is not gonna benefit you. Of course, if you do have more capital, it's even better because now you can actually diversify your inventory, you can expand, and you can scale that way, but you don't need thousands of dollars to start. And when you have a proven game plan to execute on, you stop worrying about whether this product is gonna sell or whether, people are gonna message you, or whether it's just gonna be stuck and sitting in your closet. Because after you finish watching this video, it's literally gonna be impossible for you to not make thousands of dollars. Like, I'm being so serious. All of the information that I'm about to provide to you guys in this video, I only give access to my inner circle members. So with that being said, I'm gonna get into the first product that you should flip this week. Now, I'm not gonna lie, my inner circle members might actually hate me for this because these past 3, 4, 5 months, I've been absolutely printing with this product just by selling it on eBay and Facebook. And if you've been seeing my Instagram stories for the past 3, 4 months, then you know I've been just making thousands of dollars with this product, which I've also given access to my inner circle members, and they've been making shitloads of money as well. So the product I'm referring to is golf clubs. You get them for around $300 to $400 from the supplier, and they resell all the way up to $950 to $1,100. So with just one single sale, you can make up to like $500 to $600 in profit. Now you may be thinking to yourself, okay, I get them for $300 to $400 and I resell them for $900 or $1,000, but do they actually sell? So just to be a little bit more specific, I'm referring to the TaylorMade P790 iron sets. Now, if you guys don't know, this is by far the biggest brand for like golf clubs and stuff, and the demand is absolutely insane. I'll show you guys a screen recording of the past sales just from today. That's literally how much demand there is for this product. And I'm genuinely actually kind of pissed at myself for exposing all of this, because I've been cooking on this product and now I'm kind of saturating the market. And the best part is that there's not much competition right now because, it's not mainstream. Everybody's still talking about AirPods, colognes, clothes. So it's still a really good winning product, especially coming up during the holiday season because everybody's gonna be buying gifts. And not to mention, spring is when people start playing golf, so they're gonna go even crazier. And it's super beginner friendly. I've had so many new resellers getting into the game, absolutely crushing it with golf clubs. Like I said, they cost around $400 for actual good quality ones, and resell for $900 to $1,000. So if you want to get access to the golf clubs, I actually supply them myself. I really only give my one-on-one students direct access to the supplier, but anyone can just order them straight from me if you want to start flipping right away. Now, to address the elephant in the room, I obviously make a small profit from supplying these, but I'm doing this to make it as simple as possible for you. And not to mention, they literally get delivered to your crib in 2 to 5 days. So it's not like I'm on some scammy shit or anything like that. You literally get them in 2 to 5 days, sell them max within a week, and make $400, $500, $600 profit just like that. And I'm telling you guys this right now, this is literally the most beginner friendly product that you can actually start with, because if you compare these golf clubs that sell extremely quick, have high demand, has a lot of hype behind it, compared to like AirPods or colognes or clothes or sneakers or designer bags. This market is so saturated and the profit margins are so small. There's just way too much competition to actually make a decent amount of return on investment from it in a short amount of time. But when you compare it to golf clubs, it sells quick, there's high demand, low competition, small barrier to entry, and not to mention that you guys can literally drop ship this directly from me. Now, I kind of just gave away the second method or the second step of how you can actually make thousands of dollars starting from $500. But like I said, you can literally drop ship these off me. So what that means, you can actually list these golf clubs without having the inventory in hand. Just take screenshots from eBay or Facebook and list it on those same platforms, including OfferUp. And then once you actually make a sale on those platforms, that's when you would order from me, and bam, that's a guaranteed sell with minimal risk. So just to dive a little bit deeper, you don't have to invest any money up front. This is the method that I tell all of my students to do, and I genuinely cannot believe I'm leaking this, like I said, because I only provide this sauce in the inner circle community, and it's honestly so fucking cracked because we've been fucking printing with it. So like I said, take screenshots of the golf clubs listed on eBay, Facebook, and OfferUp before actually buying them. And once you make a sale on eBay, or once you get flooded with messages on both Facebook or OfferUp, that's when you would actually order the product, because now you've tested the demand. And I guarantee you guys right now, if you go out of your way after this video, take screenshots of the product that I'm telling you guys, the golf clubs, and list it in your local area, you're gonna get absolutely flooded with messages. It doesn't even matter where you're located, because there is so much high demand for this that everybody wants it. And by the way, something that I forgot to mention is that once you make a sale on eBay, you don't have to do anything, because I literally am gonna be the one that's fulfilling the order, shipping it, getting the label, dropping it off at USPS. Like, I do all of the work. All you have to do is list it. Like, that has to be the laziest way to make $500-600 profit in one sale. Now, if you guys thought that was everything, you're wrong, because there's so much more sauce that I'm about to give you guys on this video. But before we do get into it, make sure you guys like this video, leave a comment, let me know if you got value out of this, because you know, that's gonna just give me feedback so I can keep on making videos like this and just drop a bunch of sauce back to back to back. Now, with this listing strategy, the main goal is simply to make it as clean and as simple as possible, to be honest. Like, you don't have to overthink it. You don't have to go crazy. Just make sure you follow these steps. And if you follow these steps correctly, then I promise you, you're gonna make sales ASAP. Number one, we're gonna go over the basics. Now, I know you guys hear this all the time, but you guys have to take high quality pictures with different angles. Now, what does high quality actually mean? Number one, you have to think of it from a customer's perspective. You have to make sure the background is clean, there's good lighting, because if you have like a dirty ass floor that you're, taking pictures of the product on, that doesn't look appealing. Think about it as YouTube thumbnails, for example. If a thumbnail is not optimized, if it's not clean, if it doesn't grab your attention, the click-through rate is gonna be very low. You're not likely to actually click on it. So think of your listing pictures as a thumbnail, because if people don't find your listing appealing, they're not gonna click on it, they're not gonna message you, which means they're not gonna buy from you, which means you're not gonna make any money. Now, if you guys do want to see examples of high quality pictures for these golf clubs, because I'm not gonna lie, the way you take pictures for these golf clubs compared to colognes, for example, is totally different, because obviously it's a different product. You guys can just check examples on eBay and Facebook as well. Now, another thing that you guys want to do is make sure you guys remove the plastic from the golf clubs. They usually come with plastic on the head of the golf club where you actually hit the ball, and then on the handle. Now, the reason you want to remove it is because that's pretty much a dead giveaway. So yeah, just make sure you remove that before you actually ship it. So let me actually show you guys an example of a good listing. So for example, the title is pretty straightforward. 2023 TaylorMade P790 iron set, etc. Chrome colorway. These pictures I literally just took from eBay because I was kind of lazy to take them myself. I'm telling you guys, this is literally the easiest and laziest way to fucking print in 2025. Stop selling saturated products. And yeah, this guy didn't remove the plastics, but that's fine. I couldn't really find any other listings without the plastics. So yeah, let's look at the description as well. You also want to make sure that you have a clean description. So with these golf clubs specifically, there's many different details that go into it. So just you could just chat GPT it, ask it to give you details for the description. And I personally have it listed at $9.50. So yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. I think it's pretty simple, basic. Don't overthink it. Just make sure the pictures are high quality. There's definitely higher quality pictures, but I was just kind of in a rush to list these. So yeah, this is an example. So now I'm gonna give you guys some sauce that I honestly should be gatekeeping and charging for, but you guys wanna make sure that you don't just make one listing on these selling platforms, especially on Facebook and OfferUp, because with those platforms, you're only targeting local people. So you're very limited to the amount of people that are gonna see your listing because you're only targeting your local area. Compared to eBay, you know, it's pretty much everybody gets access to that, anybody can see that. But with local platforms, it's completely different. So you guys remember about the zip code method that I mentioned earlier? All of the guys that have been working with me one-on-one have been using this exact same method, and they've been absolutely fucking just printing from it. And I'm just gonna give it to you for completely free. So what you guys wanna do is, instead of listing it one time in your local zip code, what you want to do is, if you don't have this in hand, you can just take pictures on a different platform like eBay, for example. Now, if you do have these in hand, it's better to just take your own pictures, make sure they're high quality, make sure you remove the plastics, and take at least 3 different sets of photos of every single angle, but slightly moving the camera tilted a little bit or just at a different angle. So this way you can make multiple listings of the same product, but you're gonna do it in different zip codes in your area. So let's say you're located right here, right? Let's say the zip code is called 1. If you only list it in this zip code, you're only targeting people around right here. Now, if you list it on zip code 1, zip code 2, and zip code 3, you're getting way much more traffic. Now, the reason you want to take at least like 3 different sets of pictures for each different listing is because when it comes to Facebook specifically, if you use the same exact pictures multiple times for different listings, then you have a chance of your listings getting flagged and eventually your Facebook marketplace getting restricted, which is obviously what you want to avoid, because with this product, it's a money printer. So that's why I said take different pictures for, you know, one listing, take another set of pictures for another listing, take another set of pictures for another listing. You can even change the background if you want, like move it somewhere else. That would be honestly ideal, but if you don't have like different aesthetic backgrounds, then it's fine. But I promise you guys, if you list it in different zip codes, you're gonna literally 3x the amount of traffic. You're gonna 3x your sales, literally. And even better, if you're not lazy and you actually wanna maximize your profits, instead of just doing one listing here, and one listing in this area. By the way, I'm pretty much trying to make you visualize like your area, like your zip code, by the way, so I don't look retarded. Instead of just doing 3, you can list it another time up here in this zip code and another time here in this zip code. So now you're literally fucking targeting damn near your entire state, and you're gonna be generating so much more traffic, so many more DMs. And bro, this is literally a fucking money glitch. Now, as far as the mile radius that I recommend, like as far as how far from your zip code you should list the other, I would personally do around like 20 to 30, maybe even 40 if you're willing to like kind of meet in the middle, because if you put it too close, then you're almost gonna be targeting the same people. But if you put it like at 20 to 40 miles away, you're able to target people from a different like city that would have not seen your listing if you only listed it in your local zip code. Now, it doesn't mean you have to drive 40 miles away. Obviously, you guys can negotiate, you know, you guys meeting up in the middle, so you're not the one that's, you know, driving super far. But at the end of the day, you're making around $400 to $500 to $600 profit on each golf club. So driving 10 miles is definitely worth it. And if you don't think so, then shit, you might just have shitloads of money and it might just not be worth your time, or you're fucking lazy. Now, once again, I do want to remind you that when you make your listings, make sure that you guys remove the plastics from the golf clubs, because that's a dead giveaway. So at this point, you have your listings up in different zip codes, and now you're getting a bunch of messages. Now what? If for some reason some of the people that message you are like very far away, like, you know, 40 miles, 60 miles, 80 miles, then you can always offer to ship the product, so that way it's more convenient for both of you. If they are interested in shipping, or like if you guys can't meet because of the distance, obviously they're gonna be a bit skeptical because it's a high ticket item, so they might be skeptical. but you can always offer shipping, and you know, if they do decide to move forward with it, you can also just do that as well. But obviously it's ideal if you guys do local meetups because you get the cash up front, the customer gets their product, they're satisfied. Yeah, it's pretty much, I'd just personally rather have, you know, cash and get it right on the dot. Now when people do message you, you know how on Facebook they said, hey, is this still available? You don't just want to use the automated message, yes, are you interested? You do somewhat want to copy the framework, but you don't just want to send that message because it's obviously like the automated message. So ask, hey, yes, it's available. If you're interested, I can meet later today or tomorrow. So now instead of going back and forth, you're already giving them a specific date on when you can meet, and it just pretty much shortens the gap between the moment they message you and from the moment you make the sale. And that's your goal. You don't want to have a long ass conversation. You don't want to, you know, just kind of go back and forth. Your goal is to make that sale as fast as possible. Now, please make sure that whenever you guys schedule a meetup in a location, make sure it's number one, a public place, and make sure it's daylight, ideally. I've fucking gotten robbed before, unfortunately, worth like 4K worth of Moissanite watches in my phone, and that's completely on me. I was being greedy, and yeah, you guys do not want to fall for that trap either. You guys want to play it safe, meet at a safe spot, a public location. You can collect payments through Zelle, Cash App, Apple Pay, Cash, Venmo. There's so many different options, and the more payment methods that you have available, the better, because you know, some people won't have specific payment methods. Like some people won't have Zelle, but some people will have Apple Pay. So you want to make sure that you have every single payment method available so you're not losing a sale, especially when you're selling these high ticket items that have huge profit margins, because the last thing you want to do is lose on a $500, $600 profit sale simply because you didn't have a Venmo account. Now, if you guys really want to scale this up, please make sure that you guys reinvest your profits back into more inventory. Ideally the golf clubs, especially if they sell extremely quick for you. But this principle literally applies with any single product that you sell. You always have to double down on what's working, and this is what most resellers don't tell you. And this is exactly why most resellers stay broke. They don't actually reinvest into the business. And if they do reinvest into the business, you know, they see that colognes are selling best for them, but for some reason they want to expand their inventory thinking they're going to make more money and invest most of their product or capital into AirPods instead of cologne, even though they know for a fact cologne is what's selling best for them. So just make sure that you guys reinvest all of your profits strategically so you can scale way faster. Now, if you guys want to get access to a vault of resources, like-minded individuals, resellers making thousands of dollars, a bunch of free resources, a bunch of sauce, a bunch of updates, and weekly calls, then make sure you guys join my free Discord community. It's completely free, like I said, a bunch of sauce in there, a huge network of other resellers, and just a bunch of value for you guys to get started and actually scale your business. And like I said, it's completely free, so there's no risk on your end. You're not losing anything, you're not investing anything. Besides a little bit of time, just clicking a button, and it's gonna be in the first link in the description. But yeah, that's exactly what I would do if I just had $500 laying around to fuck around with. These golf clubs are absolutely going crazy right now, and I know a lot of you guys have been actually cooking up with this because I have been receiving a bunch of messages from you guys. So if you're watching this video and you have been cooking up with these, make sure you let me know in the comments. I'm gonna keep dropping more bangers like this and dropping a bunch of free sauce for you guys. So make sure you guys subscribe to the channel so you guys can get updated on the best reselling content. So that's pretty much it for this video. Let's make some money, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Let's go.